Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring Live, and today is Monday, June 8th, 2020. We're again in the final hour of the trading day. I mention this each day, but in my opinion, the most valid time to make the majority of your buying and selling decisions is at the end of the day, in the last hour, and particularly in the last few minutes. The reason for this is during the daytime, the algorithms and the day traders, they are the ones controlling the pricing. At the end of the day, you have the large financial institutions come in. They are coming in with size. They take control away from the day traders and the algorithms, and they start controlling the pricing. I consider it smart money, and I like to follow them and make the majority of my buying and selling decisions based upon what they're doing. So thank you so much for coming today. I hope you had a nice weekend. I always appreciate you being here. I look forward to seeing everyone. I'm grateful that we have such a nice group. So thank you as always for coming. So it looks like we have David. Hey, David, good to see you. Evan is here. Hi, Evan. Nice to see you, my friend. Quad is here. Hey, buddy, good to see you. Good afternoon, Greg and all. Good afternoon, Quad. Hey, Bob. Nice to see you, Bob. Appreciate you being here. So market's having another big day up. Boy, it's quite unbelievable. The Dow Jones is up 321 points, up 1.19%. The NASDAQ is up 79 points, 0.08%. Or excuse me, 0.80%, and the S&P is up 24 points, up 0.78%. So anyway, Miko is here. Hey, good to see you, Miko. Hi, Dan. Nice to have you here, Dan. Always good to see you. So, wow, another interesting day. I mean, we are what, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1,200 points during the last 2 days. It's pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. So listen, this is the plan for today. First of all, we're going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. Secondly, I'm going to come back, take a look at my current positions, talk about when I bought them, why I bought them, how I'm going to manage them moving forward. After that, some of you have been kind enough to share your trades with me. I'm going to go through those. We're going to take a look, see how those are doing. After that, we are going to talk a little bit about trader philosophy, trader psychology, good trading words of wisdom. It's very important. I think it's the most important part of the day to talk about this. It is important to learn how to trade, no doubt about it. Identify support, resistance levels, indicators, but you learn to trade so that you can come up with a plan. And after you come up with the plan, that's when the real work starts, because that's when you're having to battle yourself. You're having to battle your fear and greed, and it's a constant struggle. Really, the best way, in my opinion, is just go ahead, make a plan, and stick to it. It's the more holistic way to trade, and you're going to be more profitable, less stressful. Right? So all in all, that's a pretty good deal, right? Compared to just buying and selling and shooting from the hip. And I've been there. Trust me, I have been there, and I don't want anybody to have to go through that. So, all right. Then after that, I'm going to go down through my watch list. I'm going to look at each stock one by one. Going to take a look at the all their indicators like MACD and moving averages, ATR channels. I like to look for a confluence of indicators or a confluence of signals to enter me into a trade. I say this because I look at each indicator as a group of buyers, and you'll put yourself in the best position to have the best position. You'll increase your chances dramatically if you are in the company with as many other groups of buyers as possible. So that's why I look for a confluence or a combination of groups of buyers lining up. After that, I need to have a good risk to reward ratio, at least 2 to 1. I have to make sure that I can make at least 2 times to the upside based upon realistic resistance and based upon valid support below me. And the number 3, always want to keep in mind that I don't have too many highly correlated stocks, and I don't have too much of my account amount at risk. 60% is the majority of my total capital that I will ever put at risk, regardless of how well diversified they are. So anyway, I'm going to go down through the watch list, look for those. If I find something, I will go ahead and enter it at the end of the day. Then after the market closes, if anybody has any questions for me, I'm happy to answer them. If you need clarification on anything I discussed, happy to do that for you. If there's any stock symbols that you'd like me to look at, very happy to look at those, give you my opinion. If there's any stock symbols that you'd like me to look at before the close of the market and you think they would be helpful, please go ahead, put them in the chat, but please put an asterisk by it. Or emoji, something so that I know it's time sensitive, and those should take priority. All right, and I'll do my very best to get to them. Then after the market closes, if you have any updates to your positions, whether you got out of something or you got in something, if you could, please wait just till the end of after the market closes. That way I have more time, the pressure's off, the market's closed, I can make sure that I get those updated correctly. All right, so that's the plan for today. So anyway, if you could hold tight, we're gonna run that US legal disclaimer and I'll be back in about 40 seconds. Thank you. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Please carefully read and/or listen to the U.S. government required disclaimer before watching this video or live stream broadcast. The video link and disclaimer text are located in the description section of this video or live broadcast, here and here. Thank you so much. All right, Kamal is here. Good chatting with you earlier, Kamal. Scatty is here. Hey, Scatty, Marco, good to see you, sir. Hope you're having a nice evening. Kamal says, my today's list. All right, let's go through these quickly, see if we see what we're looking at. TWOU. I do like this. We came into the value zone. We made a lower high, but then we did wash out the first low. Whenever you make a lower high, I like to wash out that first low, and it happened in the value zone. Today, it washed out this previous low here, and it formed a nice V2. It's above 50 RSI, so yeah, not too bad. You know, if I were to get in this, I would put my stop right here about halfway this washout bar. But all in all, that's pretty good. Did reject the 10-day. But it is a nice V2 and it washed out that previous low. So it's a false breakout to the downside with a V2. Did this go under 30, over 30? Yeah, it did. Rita Pharmaceuticals under 30, over 30 with the V2. Not too bad. It's it's a little high up here. The 50 RSI is going to be somewhere in here. So the risk to reward ratio depends what you're going to use as I would definitely use the stop loss here of halfway the washout bar, not the 30, to give myself a little bit better of a risk to reward ratio. But I don't like so much that it's rejected the 10-day either. On the weekly, it has the 1 ATR. It's below the -1 ATR. So I actually kind of like that first one better. TDOC. It's a V2, but you have a huge gap here. So I would not buy this. Sorry, it was a V1 yesterday. Yeah, but boy, I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, yeah, this is a V1 here on Friday. I don't, it got really close to 50 here. I don't think I would buy that with the 50 RSI and the 50-day right above it. LVGO. Looks like it's a V2, but the day one bar was a little big. So I don't think I like that. It made a lower high, didn't wash out this low. EA had a V1 yesterday on Friday. We have resistance right over here. I don't like that big downwards move. I don't think I like that one either. I do like RMD. It's a higher low V1 in the value zone above 50. MACD's getting close to crossing. You had a 520 cross. I don't know if that's a valid cross, but a 520 cross is always better than no cross. I can tell you that. You know, sticking out to me right here and right now, this one I like the very best. V1 yesterday, but again, we have, you know, strong momentum to the downside before the V1. Yeah, I definitely like RMD the best, for sure, without a doubt. Kamal says AYX. Yeah, that is a little high in the value zone. I mean, and more than that, it's just this downward move, Kamal, that I don't like. Yeah, DocuSign's way too high for me. Hi, Tim Bates. Good to see you. S. Pravin Kapunchinti. That was probably really off. Sorry about that, but thank you, sir, for coming. I appreciate it. Bastian's here. Hey, good to see you. Zach is here. Good to see you, Zach. Quad says, what happens with Beyond Meat? Massive jump since last week. I don't know. That's a wild and crazy one. Woo, boy, that's up there high, isn't it? Yeah, a little too high for me. And we have a double top with a bearish divergence. Here's the high. We go red. We go higher. We have a little green. So that is a double top with the bearish divergence, although it is holding on to 70 RSI, but you know, that confluence of the 70 and that third ATR channel up there, that's quite a lot of resistance. All right, so let's get to it. JO, Kamal, Frank, and myself, we did buy JO back here on the 1st of June, under 30, over 30, V1, bullish engulfing bar, closed above the third ATR channel, moved sideways, moved up the day after that. I took a profit target and moved down. Friday, moved up again, hit another profit target. Today, it is down 0.32%, but still profitable on the trade. If it can get up here to this orange line, this is 1 ATR for my entry, then I will start to trail it. My stop is here, so it's still profitable, but not doing a lot. Okay, world famous. Sorry, I had a trade here on SPY that I did intraday that I'm going to show you, but I do buy the SPY every single day at the close. I hold it overnight. I take that overnight risk and then I sell it first thing the next morning. I do this based upon a back-tested study from Liz Ann Saunders at Bespoke Invest. This back test has been going on since 1993. Two approaches here. First approach, buy the SPY at the open in the morning, hold it through the day, sell it at the close. If you use this approach every day, since 1993, you'd actually return a negative 13.9%. However, if you do the opposite, which is what I do, buy the SPY at the close, hold it overnight, take that overnight risk, sell the first thing the next morning. This approach since 1993 gained 634.2% compared to a negative 13.9%. Past performance, no guarantee of future results. May never work again. We just don't know, but so far it has. And if I'm going to allocate capital towards something, it's going to be something that has a good back-tested approach. You can see the blue lines, the buy in the afternoon, sell the next morning. The orange lines, buy in the morning, sell in the afternoon. The blue line, the equity curve has just gone up and up and up and up and up. There are drawdowns. And, you know, when you look at these on a chart, they don't look like that big of a deal. But when you're going through them, they really are. So I always position size very conservatively with this. It's like I own the SPY. It's like I'm a buy and holder of SPY always. It's just that I don't hold it during the day. I just hold it in the evening time. So I did buy SPY Friday at 319.33. And I sold it at 320.30. So that is 97 cents after for holding it over the weekend. You can see back here Thursday I bought it and it had a huge gain. Man, this was a monster. But this one today, I bought it Friday at 319.33 and sold at 320.30. So I'll be buying this again at the end of the day. TLT. All right. So Karen, Gary, David, Frank, Quad, and myself did buy TLT. I bought it for two reasons. It went under it bounced off the 6th ATR channel, which is very difficult to get prices down here. So when you do get down here, you know, that's when I start to look for a buy. But I wouldn't have bought it just because it got here. I bought it because it got here and then went under 30 and then over 30. So that's the reason I bought it. I bought it at 156.08. Currently is at 156.60. It's up 0.31% today. Not a lot, but it is up. So that's always good. Have not hit a profit target on that yet. And then I did have one day trade today on SPY. All right, I bought SPY here. This is the 5-minute. We closed below the 1 ATR channel. We rallied, then we had a slight pullback. Then we had this nice V2 here. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 2. Washed out day 1, day 3. Closed above day 1's close. This is a higher low V1. Higher low V2. Just after I bought it, it just moved sideways, sideways, sideways. Then we had a big spike up in the market. I'm not sure what that was, but I was not complaining. The next bar kept moving up, went above 70 and closed below 70. So I got in here at 320.99 and I got out at 321.78. So I really like these higher low V1s or V2s in the value zone. And it moved nice. So that was a really nice trade. And it looks like I got out about the right time. So, all right, I'm going to take those off. Now, let's take a look at your trades. Kamal and David bought Salesforce on Friday with a nice V1. Here's day 1, day 2. Day 2 washes out day 1, closes above day 1's close. Also washed out these previous lows, rejected them, and reversed back up. Got in at 173, it looks like. And currently it is 175.87, so up 1.14%. So congratulations, Kamal and David. Frank bought, let's see. Oh yeah, we all bought this, right? So we bought this bullish engulfing bar 520 crossover here at 206.69. It's moved up nicely. I think I got out here. Yeah, I got out here. It went a little higher the next day, down a little bit here. So Frank's still in it. It's down 1% today, but still up nicely on the trades. Looks like he is up 4.86%. Looks like we might close below the previous day's low, which is always a little bit of a concern. Kamal and Frank, what a beautiful trade this was. Holy smokes. I keep looking at this and asking myself why I did not buy this. Just like I was showing you the SPY with the higher low V2 on the 5-minute. Well, this is exactly the same. This is a higher low I guess technically V1, but on the daily. Below the 1 ATR channel, into the value zone, slight pullback, bullish engulfing bar, V1, V2, and this thing has just moved up beautifully for Kamal and Frank. My gosh, how much is this up? This thing is up 11.89%. So fantastic, Kamal and Frank. XLU, MA. I haven't seen MA for a while, so I think I'm going to take this off the board. But she had a beautiful trade on this, which is utilities. Bullish engulfing bar, V1, false breakout to the downside. And this thing has just motored up like a champion. Up 12.78%. So congratulations, MA. Okay. Karen and MA bought oil back here. You know what? Let me see something here. I think this is off. It is off. I don't know why. All right. Bought oil back here. Came into the value zone, had a V2, bought it here at 21.49. Nice sideways motion here. And look at this beautiful trade. A few of us had this. I ran out of shares up here. Then it went down. But a bunch of us had this. Some of us have gotten in. Some of us have gotten out. But so far, Karen is up on the Karen and MA are up on this trade 32.37%. Isn't that unbelievable? Congratulations, you two. That's fantastic. Quad and Pinsky and Company bought Hailing Education Group here at 40.51. Under 30, over 30, and a V2. Moved up the next day nicely. Down a penny today. They are still up about 48 cents. So congratulations. That's looking good. And then Walmart. Kamal did buy Walmart on Friday here at 120.25. It was down earlier. He's still up. So anyway, if there's any changes on that, Kamal, you just let me know, okay? Boy, I was just looking at VIX here. Yeah, VIX has rallied hard here in the last little bit. All right. Kamal says Quad Racer, they did a China distribution deal. Oh, gotcha. David says W. Is that a symbol for me to look at? Wayfair. Well, it was above the 1 ATR channel and it's down, down, down. Today's the first day of not being down. I would need a couple more days sideways, David, and then I would look for a V1 or a V2. Gary says, hi, Greg and fellow traders. Hey, Gary, good to see you, my friend. Looking forward to our call tonight. We're having our 4th lesson, so I'm looking forward to that. Glenn says, hi, Greg. VIX and TLT are a warning of a turn in the market. Fed may disappoint market on Wednesday. Yeah, we have that Fed meeting. Yeah, the VIX really took off here, didn't it? And I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing with bonds because we have them here in this position. I was thinking the same thing, that they're up today as well. David says, SPY is less than 4% down, but UPRO is 36% down. The difference is 9 times, and it's supposed to be 3 times. Boy, that's interesting, David, isn't it? Wow. Glenn says, oh, you're still in Netflix? Glenn, I thought you got out of Netflix. I thought you bought it here and then you got out of it. Well, for some reason I thought you got out, but it didn't lose the 50. I know you got in right about down here, 403 something. Okay, congratulations. Good, good, good. So that's definitely up, which is good. Let me get that over here so I can... All right, we got Glenn on there. Should be 14, not 146. Not sure. Oh, 416. I thought you... Okay. Oh, that's your stop. I got it. I got it. Stop below 416. Kamal, no, I thought you got out of Roku here. You didn't. Okay, fantastic. Oh, Kamal's having a great day then. Where did you get in, Kamal? Yeah, see, I thought you got out here. So when we were talking earlier today, you were talking about Roku, and I was like, ah, dang it, it's up, and I think he got out. But fantastic, wonderful. All right, all right, all right. Let me take a quick look over here, see what's happening. Doom. Okay. Let's see what's going on with Apple here. All right. Okay. All right. So Kamal got in at 104.09. The second time. Oh, you got it. All right. Now it makes more sense. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, that was a nice false breakout of this low over here plus a V1. Oh my gosh, what a great trade. What a great trade. All right. So listen, before we go down through my watch list, before I look for an end of day setup, end of day trade, this is the time of the day where I do like to talk about trader psychology, trading words of wisdom, trading philosophy. I mentioned this at the beginning of the show, but learning how to trade is important. There's no doubt about it. You have to learn support, resistance, entries, exits, indicators, all that kind of stuff. But you do that so that you can put together a trading plan. But keeping with that trading plan after you've developed it, that's where the challenges start. So I like to go through Twitter. I like to go through Facebook. There's some channels out there that do a great job of posting good sayings, things that are helpful to me when I read them, and when I read them, I'd like to share them with the group. So this is from Akil Stokes at Akil Stokes RTM on Twitter. He has a really good channel. He's a trading coach, puts out really good content. Let's see what Akil says. The mistakes that many new traders make is thinking that making a prediction and making a trade is the same thing, when in fact the prediction is only part of the process. And what he has over here, here's the full quote. Great quotes. To anticipate the market is to gamble. To be patient and react only when the market gives the signal is to speculate. And this is from trading legend Jesse Livermore, right? So, many new traders think that making a prediction is a trade. It's really not. Listen, if I was making a prediction on any of these trades, I wouldn't be taking any long trades, right? Because that's kind of my bias, is that, we're a little overbought and so forth. But that's my own opinion, right? But I've had some really nice trades lately, and I didn't want to take them. I took them because the setup was there regardless of my prediction. So, put your predictions aside and wait for the price to do something before you take the trade, like Jesse Livermore says, right? To anticipate the market is to gamble. Anticipating is more people have lost money anticipating something than just waiting for the price to go down to show them that's what it wanted to do. To be patient and react only when the market gives the signal is to speculate. So to anticipate the market is to gamble. To be patient and react only when the market gives the signal is to speculate. So let's not be gamblers. Let's just sit on the sidelines, sit on our hands, be patient, and be speculators and wait for a signal, and then we can speculate. But let's not anticipate. All right. So thank you very much, Akil Stokes. And he, like I said, he does have a great channel over on Twitter at Akil Stokes RTM. I would suggest and recommend that you subscribe to his channel because it's good stuff. All right. And this is a nice segue into choose wisely today, right? I like to look at this every day, and I think it's is good for everyone else to maybe just to read this, just to be reminded that we should choose wisely today in taking our positions. Do we have a good setup? Are we anticipating? Is it a clean setup? Is it clean as far as your stop? Is it an obvious stop? Do you have good risk reward to the upside? You have a confluence of indicators. That is choosing wisely. Also choosing wisely is not gambling, not being frustrated, not gambling. So this is for me as well as everybody else. But today, as always, as every day, choose wisely today. Well, that's great. My charts just went down. Oh, man. All right, let's get a little filler over here. I don't know why that happened. I didn't even see it happen, so I'm opening back up here. Sorry about that. Dave says, Greg, I meant to ask the group about the disconnection between SPY and UPRO. Any idea why? You know, I don't see Steve in here today, but I know Steve likes to use like the double leveraged like UPRO as far as he feels like sometimes what does he say that it's kind of a filter that sometimes you're going to see a disconnection between the two. So I think probably the idea is that UPRO is used by more professionals and the SPY is not, and maybe they have a little better idea of what's going on. I could have butchered that, but I think it's along those lines. So, all right. My chart's almost up. Sorry about that. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Boy, that snuck in on me, didn't it? I did not see that happening at all whatsoever. Okay. Let's see how current positions are doing. All right. Coffee's not doing much, down today, but off of its lows. SPY had the nice overnight SPY trade. I'm going to be taking that again today. And then TLT, get on up there. One profit target would be nice today. My profit target for the day here is 157.06. CRM. Oh, man. And you know, Kamal, so what happened is when I lost my, oh no, it did keep it. Okay, good. Let me save it right now so I don't have to deal with that. All right. All right, let's start from the top. Apple. Well, Apple is up $1.18. Not that much today, really. We're at a 71.75 RSI, so we are above the 70. We do have a double top with a bearish divergence. Here's your high. MACD bars are tall. We pull back. We have red. Now we're higher. We don't have much green, so this is a double top with a bearish divergence. I would need to pull back into the value zone before I would get interested in buying Apple. Adobe up a bit today, just really in a range here over the last 20 days or so. So nothing for me, need a pullback. Amazon up 43 points today. Wow. Well, I'm glad I got out of that short I had. I took that short on the weekly, but 65.77 is trying to get above this previous high over here, waiting for a pullback into value. Boeing up another 12% today. I did have this trade, fortunately. I bought it on the weekly here, and I got out on Friday there. Just an unbelievable trade. It was about 49.71%. But I did get out because we rejected the 50 RSI on the weekly. And today it didn't care. It just kept going up. But this is incredibly strong. I would be really scared to go long or go short here. Alibaba. Frank still has Alibaba. Looking good. check something real quick. Okay. Berkshire Hathaway. Up earlier, down just way too high. You can see we're right up at that 6-day TR channel. Beyond Meat, we talked about, holy smokes, up 21.53%. This is amazing, but I would not be chasing up here to 70 RSI in the 30-day TR channel. Caterpillar, just kind of moving sideways, holding that gap. Carnival, up 15%. I actually got out of Carnival in an account I managed here with long-term calls. I didn't like that price action, but boy, it just kept going up. It's unbelievable. But nothing there today. The Dow up at the 6-day TR channel. You know, whenever we get to the 6-day TR channel, it's a little concerning to me because prices, you know, it can go higher. There's no doubt, but I'm certainly not going to initiate a position up here. Walt Disney, look at that confluence of the 200-day and the 30-day TR channel. 92% of prices fail at the 30-day TR channel, and now you have a confluence of the 70, the 200, and the 30-day TR channel. So not saying that it can't go up. It could, but I certainly wouldn't be buying here. Etsy is down today. We are in the value zone here, but I don't see anything there. Facebook down a little bit today as well. Like to see that move into the value zone and go sideways. Gold is up today, 1.11%. False breakout from this previous low here. I wouldn't be buying here. I'm going to wait for a 520 crossover. Google, 63.62 RSI, just need to pull back into the value zone. Goldman Sachs, very, very strong, need to pull back into the value zone. I want to buy that dip. Home Depot's just chugging along. Look at this. I mean, really no price discovery, hardly at all. It's just up, 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 up. It's amazing. Here's a little bit of a V2. I don't know if it's quite legitimate. I don't really think it is on IBB, but we were above the 1 ATR channel. We came down, we came down, we came down. We really only had 1 day sideways, so I wouldn't be doing anything here. Intel down today, false breakout from this previous high over here, but I don't see anything there yet. Russell 2000 has just been so strong. It's been the strongest. It's been the strongest index lately. Above the 200, above the 30 ATR channel, 72 RSI, but just too high for me at those levels. Johnson & Johnson, really nothing going on here. CarMax is just a rocket ship to the moon at 76.69. I need a pullback. I just can't get involved there. Coca-Cola, we're to 67 RSI, right at the 100-day moving average. It's pretty amazing. What a move for Coca-Cola, my gosh. But again, I need a pullback before I can get interested. Lockheed Martin, I kicked myself for not buying this. We had this huge, strong, clean break above the 200-day moving average. I thought about buying that dip because it gave me a better risk to reward ratio, but I let it go and it has just gone without me. MasterCard, don't see anything there. McDonald's, wow. 73.96 RSI. This is an amazing move, everybody. I mean, this is just unbelievable strong move. I mean, I watched this intraday and everything, if it even dips down for a second, gets immediately bought. Merck looks like it might close over the 200-day moving average, but this is too high for me to buy up here at the second ATR channel. Microsoft, very, very strong. Netflix, Now it's up for Glenn. Good job, Glenn. Nike, very, very strong. Boy, that was the time to buy it over that break over the 200. Who would have known we would have had this kind of move? Philip Morris up nicely, up at the 200-day moving average there. Looks like it might close above it. Who knows? PayPal back up into the higher zone here, but I really don't see anything. Q's extremely strong. Let me make a little adjustment over here. All right. Silver up nicely today. It's still under that 520 cross. We bought it here. Kamal and I and Karen, we had a huge move with the 520 cross. I think I got out around here. Kamal bought this and he had the double leverage, so he made twice as much. So congratulations, Kamal has had some wonderful trades lately for sure. The SPY had the good overnight SPY, the little overnight SPY trade, I should say. We'll be buying this again today at the close. Teladoc, we looked at that one earlier. Don't see anything there. I do have bonds along with Karen, Gary, David, Frank, and Quad. So up today, not much, but up today, so that's a win. Tesla's had a big day, up 7%. It's $947. Holy smokes! It might get up to 1,000 or more. Twitter up 5.25%. It's amazing, but way too high. You know, so many of these things are just too high for me. United Continental had that big reversal bar on Friday, but up another 13% today. Boy, the airlines have literally taken off. Sorry, I know that's cheesy, but they have taken off. Is anyone still in UNG? I can't remember. United Healthcare, bit of a bearish bar here. Bearish kangaroo tail. We open lower, go up, and we've come all the way back down. Oil, we talked about oil earlier. Boy, this was a monster trade for a bunch of us. Is down a little bit today for Karen and MA. The dollar, well, the dollar's had this huge move down. We're at a 26.59 RSI, but it looks like we are starting to find some buyers down here because it has stopped going down. That's, this is what I'm talking about. We go down, and then I need to see it stop going down. I need to see at least there are some buyers somewhere, and it looks like some buyers started to come in here on the dollar. I'd be interested in buying the dollar, but not under 30 RSI. VIX up 2.85% today, which is interesting, isn't it? To have VIX up on a day where the Dow's up 388 points. It's pretty amazing. Let's look intraday. Whoa. This is a nice bullish engulfing bar back in the value zone. You'd had to wait a while for this trade to do anything, but it did hold about halfway of the big bar up, Fibonacci, and now it's looks like it's surging here at the end of the day. Verizon's holding above the 200-day moving average. Walgreens, way too high for me, above the third ATR channel. Let's see how Walmart's doing here for Kamal. Good. He's still in the money. We'll have to see how that ends up at the end of the day for Kamal. Energy is just on fire. Wow. Do you guys remember when oil went negative? Nobody wanted oil. Now everybody wants oil. Speaking of, let me take a look over here. I'm still trying to get out of my long-term oil contracts. I'm on the ask, but I haven't got filled. Financials hanging right at the 200-day moving average at the 7th ATR channel. This is unbelievably strong move. Real estate, I did short real estate here. I covered 2 profit targets here. Then I had to get out on Friday. So this ended up being a loss for me. Utilities, boy, unbelievably strong. Healthcare, not much there. And Zoom, don't see anything there. Ooh, look at this. Roku's making new highs for Kamal on the day, up 7.44%. That's fantastic, Kamal. What a great trade. Yeah, false breakout of the downside here. At the same time, you have a V1 or a V2. It's one of my absolute favorite setups, everyone, is when you have a V1, V2, which is a false breakout of the previous day, but then you also have a false breakout of the previous range and then back up. Boy, oh boy. You know, I saw this earlier, Kamal, and I was like, dang, that's kind of hard to, because I thought you were out, and I was like, that's kind of hard to see you after you've gotten out, because I thought you got out here, which you did, I guess, and then you got back in, but up 7.3%. That's just amazing. All right, so listen, I don't see anything today whatsoever. Take a look here at Apple intraday. Alan C. Hey, how you doing, Alan C? Appreciate you coming by. If there's anything I can help you with, please let me know. Gary says, I still have UNG. Okay. I thought somebody had UNG. So let me put Gary on there. Break even, isn't it? Has not changed. Interesting. Kamal says, I bought TWOU. Kamal says, Roku, I did get out at 103.95. Bought it back at 104.09. Yeah, I got it 104.09. And TWOU. 33.45. 33.45. Okay. Boy, it looks like everything's just melting up. $87. All right. Hey, listen, if you don't mind, Katie's given me the signal. And so give me about 30 seconds, please. Okay. Yeah, so I really don't see anything that I'm interested in buying here today other than the overnight SPY trade. I think that's going to be it. KR looks good to me. Yeah, does look pretty good. It's a higher low V1. We closed below the 1 ATR channel. We moved into the value zone. Higher low V1s, V2s do not need sideways motion, but it doesn't hurt. And so we came into the value zone. We have moved sideways. We have a beautiful V1. Looks like it's closing over 50. Looks like it's MACD is crossing over. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Good call, Pinsky. Well, I was wondering earlier if we were going to have a melt up or a melt down. It looks like we're having a melt up. 427 points. Unbelievable. You know, this year, 400-point day doesn't seem like a lot, but my gosh, to have 400-point day in the past was rare. And we had an 800-point day on Friday, and now a 425 points now. It's crazy. Yeah, KR does look pretty good. Let's take a look at the weekly. Yeah. Monthly, we're in a nice uptrend. Weekly, we're back into the value zone. And daily, you have the trigger. That's wonderful. Let's see. My charts are on the fritz. My gosh, sorry everybody. And there it went down again. Gosh dang it. Boy, I don't know what the issue is here today with that. Sorry about that, everyone. See if I can get this thing to open up again one more time. Evan says, I got into ATVI. Okay, I'll try to get it up there on the board, Evan, if my chart opens back up. Apologize. All right, it's somewhat opening up. Come on now, you can do it. Okay, boy, twice in one session. All right, let's give it a shot here. All right. Okay. Evan says, I got an ATVI. ATVI. Okay. $70.60. Okay. Good luck on that, Evan. Hope that does well for you, buddy. Dan says KR earnings in about 10 days. Okay. All right, so we are up 431 points going into the close. Oh, man. Okay, good. I do have Kamal's there. Every time my charts go down, it erases or takes off the symbols from what I was looking at. All right, we have 1 minute. 1 minute to go. Let's see what Apple does in the last minute. Boy, the SPY's just barreling into the close. About 15 seconds left. All right. That looks like it is it. So listen, sorry about the problems with the charts today. If you could, maybe you could give me a recap of everything, new additions to the list or anything that you took off for the list, just so I make sure I have it right. And if you have any other questions, I'm happy to answer that. Real quick, before we get to that, I just want to put in my quick daily plug. Everybody knows the routine, but I do teach private one-on-one lessons in the evening time via Skype. I have a course. It's 5 sessions. Each session is 3 hours. I think it's a really good course. I teach you everything I've learned from all my teachers and mentors over the last 24 years, like Stephen Burns and Dr. Alexander Elder, Carrie Lavorne, Larry Williams. It's a long-form course. I think it's the best way to learn one-on-one, where you can ask questions, get your questions answered right away. I like to teach. I've had really good success with my clients. So, if you're interested in doing the course with me, reach out to me. You can send me an email, which is in the description of this video, or you can also send me a message on Twitter. What I like to do before I take on a new client is I like to have a Skype call. It's not a sales call, I promise you. It's just a call so we can get to know each other a little bit, see if we're a good fit for each other, but it's not a sales call, and there's no pressure whatsoever. It's just so I can ask you questions, you can ask me questions about the course. So if you're interested, please reach out to me. It'd be nice to talk to you. It'd be nice to be able to put a face with the name. So, and then if you like today's podcast, if you find it helpful, we didn't have a lot going on here today, I realize that, but if you find it helpful in general, I would appreciate if you could hit the thumbs up button before we get out of here. All right, let's take a look here. All right, so Kamal, man. All right, beautiful, Kamal. Closed above 50. We like that, right? Closed above 50 RSI. What a trade. Yeah, okay, we got Kamal on there. ATVI. Okay, got Evan there. So he's up a little bit. David said DAL found support in the middle of the big bar up. Yeah. Yeah, strange bar because it was up, but it was down. But yes, you're right. Kamal says, I currently have GIB. Yes, I have you and Frank in that. Fantastic. JO, got you there. Walmart, he kept. Good. CRM, beautiful. Roku, what a trade. 8.2%, man, unbelievable. Congrats. And there, looks like all winners, Kamal. Looks like all winners, my friend. All right. Pincy & Co. says, I'm still holding HLG and now bought KR. Okay, and KR as well. All right. Oops. All right, looks like some good positions. Looks like everyone did really well today. Fantastic. Oh, and I guess I should go over here and see. Where did I buy SPY? 322.03. Oh no, excuse me. 323.24. Man, that is up there a ways, isn't it? All right. Kamal says, Greg has taught me to remove the weeds and let the gardens grow. Yeah, that's right. I always say, when you look at your positions, they should be green. If they're not green, just think of them as a weed. And just like a garden, you got to get rid of those weeds. So when you have red in your P&L, just get them out of there and let the greens, let the ones that are profitable grow. And I mean, Kamal has a beautiful garden at the moment. I mean, fantastic, beautiful garden. GIB, look at this. Look at this beautiful trade. He let it grow. He didn't get quick with it. He let it grow. JO, a little sprouts coming out, but it's profitable. Walmart, it's green. CRM is a monster. Look at this, up 1.15% today. And Roku is the monster, I should say. Sorry, up 8.2%. What a great setup that was. And TWOU, that's a new one today, but still profitable. So fantastic, Kamal. Have a great garden going on there, no weeds, and that's the way we should do it. Okie dokie. Well, any other questions for me? Any other updates on the board, on your positions? If you have, please let me know. This is quite an unusual market. My gosh, it is just up and up and up and up. I may be sitting here for a while waiting for a pullback. I don't know. Boy, I'm really proud of everybody with these positions. Really, really, I am. It's fantastic. Looks like things are down a little after hours. Checking on the SPY, it's down 43 cents. Q's down 46 cents. IWM is up a penny. Bonds are up 9 cents. Interesting to see what VIX is doing. Interesting day today to see VIX up 2.2% on a day that the market was up this much. That's telling me that people are getting ready for some volatility, but that's just an opinion. I don't know if that's true, but at least that's what that indicates to me. Pincy said, I missed 75% of today's podcast because I was watching Ozark and forgot the market, but I must say it's so nice to trade with a group. Thanks for being here. You are welcome. How are you enjoying Ozark? You liking it? I like that show. All right, everybody. Well, listen, if there's no more questions, I'm going to head up into the mountains, take Katie for a walk, grab some dinner. Then I'm teaching Gary tonight. So looking forward to our lesson tonight, Gary. You like that show a lot. Good. Yeah, I like that show as well. All right. Well, listen, hope you have a good rest of your day. Please go out, try to do something nice for somebody today, right? It's always a good thing to try to be nice and pleasant, especially in times like this. And in my opinion, it helps your trading. It's not scientific, but I think it does. So go out, be nice, be safe, have a good rest of your day. If you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up button before you leave, that would be great. If, like I said, if you're interested in taking lessons with me, please reach out to me. Look forward to having that Skype call with you. Gary says, off for a bike ride. See you tonight. Okay, bud. Sounds good. I'm looking forward to seeing Gary tonight as well. So, okay. Well, that's a wrap for today. Thanks again for coming. Hope to see you tomorrow. Everybody's saying have a good hike, good walk. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. We'll see you tomorrow then. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.